Gauranga karuna karo dinahi jane mosama patita Prabhu nahi tribhuvane dinahi jane Dante Trinadari Gaura Daki He Tomara Kripa Koriye Amar Hridaya Mandire Dante Trinadari Gaura Dante Trinadari Gaura Daki He Tomara Kripa Kori Aisho Amar Hridaya Mandire Dante Trinadari Yadi dayana koribe patita dekiya patita pavana nama kishera lagiya Yadi dayana koribe Patita pavana nama kishera lagi Yadi dayana koribe patita dekiya patita pavana nami kishera lagiya Yadi dayana koribe patita pavana nama kishera pode chi bhavato fane nahi ko nistara Shri Charana Tarani Dane Dase Koro Para Nahi Kon Stara Pore chi bhavato fane nahi kanistara Shri Charana Tarani Dane Dase Kara Para Nahi kanistara Shri Charana Tarani Dane Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dasiranu Dasa Prarthana Karo He Sada Narottamadaasa Daseranudasa Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daseranudasa Prarthana karo he sada Narottamadaasa Prarthana karo he sada Narottama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jai Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Shri Gaurang Mahaprabhu ki, Shri Gaur Purnima Mahamotsav ki, Shri Jagannath Mishra Mahamotsav ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Samasta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitai Gaur Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. 7.20. So we are discussing from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, 7th chapter, 20 and 21st verses. Sei pancha tattva mili prutiye asiya purva prema bhandarera mudra ughadiya panche mili lute prema kare aswadana yata yata piye trishna bhade anukshana. Sei pancha tattva mili prithvi asiya purva prema bhandarera mudra ughadiya panche mili lute prema kare aswadana yata yata piye trishna bhade anukshana. Please recite. Se pancha tattva mili prithvi asiya mudra ughadiya yata yata piye trishna bhade anukshana. Se pancha tattva mili prithvi asiya purva prema bhandarera mudra ughadiya yata yata piye trishna bhade anukshana. Se pancha tattva mili prithvi asiya purva prema bhandarera mudra ughadiya panche mili lute prema kare aswadana yata yata piye trishna. Matajis. Se pancha tattva mili prithvi asiya panche mili lute prema kare aswadana yata yata piye trishna bhade anukshana. What meaning? Saying those Panchatattva, five truths, Mili, combined together, Prithvi, on this earth, Asya, descending, Purva, original, Prema Bhandarera, the store of transcendental love, Mudra, seal, Ughadiya, opening, Panche Mili, mixing together all these five, Lute, splendor, prema, love of Godhead. Kare aswadana, taste, yata yata, as much as. Piye, drink. Trishna, thirst. Vade, increases. Anukshana, again and again. Translation purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Key translation. The characteristics of Krishna are understood to be a storehouse of transcendental love. Although that storehouse of love certainly came with Krishna when he was present, it was sealed. But when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came with his associates of the Panchatattva, they broke the seal and plundered the storehouse to taste transcendental love of Krishna. The more they tasted it, the more their thirst for it grew. Purport. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is called Mahamadanyaya Avatar because although he is Sri Krishna himself, he is even more favorably disposed to the poor fallen souls than Lord Sri Krishna. When Lord Sri Krishna himself was personally present, he demanded that everyone surrender unto him and promised that he would then give one all protection. But when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to this earth with his associates, he simply distributed transcendental love of God without discrimination. Sri Rup Goswami therefore could understand that Lord Chaitanya was none other than Sri Krishna himself. For no one but Supreme Personality of Godhead can distribute confidential love of the Supreme Person. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमामो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. So we heartily welcome all the devotees for today's Gaur Katha, and I seek the blessings of all the devotees assembled here and also watching online so that I can speak something to glorify their lordships, especially Shri Shri Gaur Nitai, for their pleasure. So just now we recited the two slokas in our prayers. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu. So Krishna is called as ocean of mercy. So this ocean is not like the ocean which we are experiencing in this world. This ocean is something beyond our understanding or logic. So this ocean, the ocean in this material world, they have some depths, they have some boundaries. But the ocean of Krishna's mercy has no shores and has no depths. It's unlimited. And we will not understand, we don't have experience of this kind of ocean, which has no depths, which has no shores. Neither we saw it nor we experienced it. But that is the ocean of Krishna's mercy, unlimited mercy. And that ocean keeps on expanding. It's not static. That ocean keeps on expanding. Jai Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki, Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai ki. So that Krishna's ocean of mercy has no depths, has no shores, it keeps on expanding. And, uh, and similarly, when Rupa Goswami glorified Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it's called as Mahavadanyaya Avata. Mahavadanyaya means most magnanimous, very much magnanimous, greatly magnanimous incarnation or Lord's expansion. So this is also something similar to ocean of mercy. The ocean of Lord's mercy, and also the Lord's magnanimity has no limits. It keeps on growing again and again and again. And as that's why Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita that why he comes again and again. Although the conditioned souls, the jivas, rebelled against Lord, revolted against Lord, that I don't want to serve you. I want to enjoy myself separately from you. Give me freedom, give me liberation. And we have come to this material world. Still, what is that brings Lord to this material world to reclaim the fallen souls? That's nothing but Lord's causeless mercy, Lord's causeless love. Nothing else. Which parents, after multiple times rebelling and revolting against them, children, why they again and again come and try to bring them back, try to do something benefit for this. Even parents in material world have also certain limits of showing their compassion. But the unlimited Lord, our magnanimous Lord, has no limit of showing or love. And that doesn't mean that the conditioned souls are somewhat great. That's why Lord is loving them. No, Lord is loving them not because we are great, we are special. Lord is loving us because Lord is special. That's why He is loving us. It's because He is specially merciful, specially compassionate. And that special mercy, special compassionate is bringing Him again and again to this world. Not because we are something great or something special. And He keeps on coming, yuga after yuga, millennium after millennium, to reclaim the fallen conditioned souls. And He keeps on devising newer and newer ways and methods, and gives newer and newer process based on time, place, circumstances that suits the people of that particular age. Yes. So it's not that Lord is comes only once and gives one process that has to be followed for all yugas. No, He's also merciful. As the conditioned souls conditions keeps on degrading yuga after yuga, the Lord also gives concession in His process of reclaiming us back to God. That is Lord's mercy. Yes. Just like we have now, some days we call now version 1.0, version 2.0. Similarly, Lord has version infinity point 0, because it keeps on coming again and again. And every version is different, suiting according to the, the nature and the desire of the conditions. Yes, that is Lord's cause. Yes. And recently, 5000 years back, Lord Krishna, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, He has descended all the way from Goloka Vrindavan with the purpose of presenting the wonderful nature of Goloka Vrindavan to all the conditioned souls, and shows them the trailer. Okay, this is what happens in Goloka Vrindavan, and you are most welcome. Please come, join us. And he speaks Bhagavad Gita, tells certain instructions, and you follow this, I will take you back to Goloka Vrindavan. Come. And he tells, as Prabhupada writes in purport, Sarvadharman Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. If you surrender, then only I will remove all the sinful reactions and take you back. But conditioned souls in Kali Yuga, they don't know spelling of surrender. What is the question of following surrendering? So then, after going back to spiritual world, to Goloka Vrindavan, Krishna being merciful, he thought again that okay, I went to material world, I came to earth, I showed the pastimes of Vrindavan, but still nobody is getting attracted. Nobody is coming back. Nobody is showing interest. So what more can I do? So this is Lord's thought process. What more can I do so that people of this Kali Yuga get attracted and come back? And then Lord decides, okay, I myself will come and follow what I told and inspire the people to follow the teachings. And this time I will not go as Lord, Supreme Lord. I will go as one of the conditioned souls and eventually become a devotee, accept Guru, start chanting, and follow all the processes which I told or which I expected them to follow. I tell them, I show them the good example by which they also feel, yes, if he can do, why not we? We can also do. And in this way, I will inspire them personally. So I will accept this time not the mood of Supreme Lord coming and ordering and instructing everybody. This time I will accept the mood of devotee and myself perform devotional service and set an example and inspire the people. This takes lot of compassion, lot of mercy. See, that's why Lord is one reason for calling Lord as Mahavadanyaya. Is this? There are many reasons why it's called as Mahavadanyaya. One of the reasons is this. The Lord Himself, He renounces the Godhood. God renounces the Godhood this, to reclaim all of us, to rescue all of us. And then He comes as Lord Chaitanya and brings all the associates from Goloka Vrindavan and set a stage, wonderful stage, where a wonderful drama is going to be performed. Very interesting, very, very amazing drama is going to be performed. So that people get attracted and start watching this drama and eventually enter this drama. That's the whole purpose. So before Lord descended as Nimai, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so we find that how the entire Navadvip was completely has become materialistic. Navadvip was the highest seat of scholarship in those days. So it has so many universities. People from all over the world, literally, they were coming to study there. And unfortunately, they have become scholars in the literatures. But there was no devotion in their heart for Supreme Lord. There was no devotion in the heart for Supreme Lord. And they were so opulent. And personally, the goddess of fortune, Saraswati, blessed them to become scholars, but mundane scholars. Their heart was completely devoid of devotion. And goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, so she blessed them to be so opulent. They were so opulent, they were getting the donkeys and cats and dogs getting married. They were spending so much of money lavishly to marry the donkeys and cats and dogs. So there was no dearth of scholarship, there was no dearth of opulence, but there was a great dearth of devotion. And there are only few pure devotees practicing devotional service in Navadvipa at that time, consisting of Sri Advaita Acharya, Srivas Thakur, Chandrasekhar Acharya. And Advaita Acharya seeing this condition of Navadvip, having so much of scholarship, so much of education, material education, so much of material opulence, but lack of devotion. So Advaita Acharya could not digest that. Because a devotee is paradukka dukkha. And devotee's happiness in seeing others happy. And devotee knows that when other fellows become happy, only when he becomes Krishna conscious. The devotee very much understands that nobody can become truly happy without being Krishna conscious. Although they're materially happy, but they're not at all spiritually. Their soul is starving and struggling and suffering, being disconnected from Krishna. And Madhvacharya saw that. Haridas Thakur was there, Srivas Thakur was there. So all these devotees, especially Advaita Acharya, So he decided that I will invite Lord Krishna personally to come to this world, because these Kali Yuga souls are most difficult people. When Adhacharya, who is Adhacharya? Is combined incarnation of Mahavishnu and Sadashiva. So Mahavishnu is thinking that I cannot reclaim this Kali Yuga souls. Very special. I cannot do it. So then Adhacharya thought, okay, let me personally invite Lord Krishna. He only can come and rescue this. And every day sitting on the bank of Ganges, worshipping his Saligram Shila with Tulsi and Ganges water. He used to call out Lord's name so loudly that Lord's names penetrated through all the upper planetary systems. It crossed Brahmajyoti. It crossed even Vaikuntha and went all the way to Goloka Vrindavan. And Krishna, hearing that prayer, he understands. He decided, okay, I will descend. But again, his descent also, he wanted to make it dramatic, exciting. Yes, he wanted to create an auspicious situation for his descent. Yes. And then he understood that in the Palgun Mass, there's Chandragrahan is coming, lunar eclipse is coming. And according to all our estimation, even Vedic calculation, eclipse means inauspicious. Eclipse means inauspicious. But Lord wanted to make even that inauspicious thing to auspicious thing. I was thinking how to make it, what to do it. And then Navadvipa only, Jagannath Mishra was residing. Jagannath Mishra's father was Upendra Mishra. He had 7 sons. 5th one was Jagannath Mishra. And he was married to Sachimata, who was the daughter of Nilambar Chakravarti. And they were a wonderful couple, very devoted to Lord Vishnu, worshipping Saligram Shila every day. They gave birth to almost 8 daughters. But unfortunately, they all died. As soon as they took birth, they died. One after another, one after 8 daughters died. And after the daughter's death, they did not decrease the worship of their Lord. They only increased their worship. And intensely praying, the 9th child was the incarnation of Lord Sankarshan, Lord Balaram, who is named as Vishwarup. And then, 10th son after Vishwarup is supposed to be Lord Krishna himself descending. Yes. So in the year 1485, the Lord entered in the heart of Jagannath Mishra. Lord Krishna entered in the heart of Jagannath Mishra, along with the spiritual world. And he transferred himself to the heart of Sachimata. And he shares, Jagannath Mishra shares this wonderful experience with Sachimata, that I could see Lord Krishna personally entering into my heart with the entire spiritual world. And I could see that the whole thing is getting transferred to your heart. Sachimata agreed, yes, I also could experience that. And I could see so much auspicious signals, symptoms, omens happening in our home and around us. So the child who is going to take birth must be very special. And they increase their worship to their Saligram Shila. And 7 months passed, 8 months passed, 9 months passed, 10 months, 11 months. Child is not coming out only. Generally, the child in the womb stays for how many months? Maximum 9 months. But this child is not coming out after 11 months also, 12 months also. And Sachimata's father, Nilambar Chakravarti, happened to be an astrologer. So they went and consulted him. What is this? Who is this child? And Nilambar Chakravarti told he is a very special child. So then, when 13th month came, the Falgun Mass. Yes. So in that month there was lunar eclipse. And as we told, that lunar eclipse means inauspicious thing. And after Grahan, all the people in those age, they used to go to nearby river and take bath while chanting the names of Lord. And this lunar eclipse also, all the people of Navadvipa, all of them went to Ganges, Ganga flowing nearby. And they were Hindus, they were even Muslims, they were there. And the lunar eclipse was continuing, and all these people, they assembled in the Mother Ganges, and started chanting loudly, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. The whole Navadvipa was vibrating, reverberating with the holy names of Lord Hari. And Advaitacharya, Haridas Thakur, when they heard it, they started dancing. What a great fortune, auspicious moment is this, that this greatly materialistic Navadvipas, they are chanting Lord Hari's names. And they were praying very intensely, let this lunar eclipse last forever. So that people of Navadvipas keep on chanting the names of Lord Hari. And Advaitacharya, Haridas Thakur, they also went to the bank of Ganges and they saw that whole Ganga was filled with people and started chanting. And they also started chanting and dancing. That and Lord Krishna used that so-called inauspicious time to appear from the womb of Sachi. In order to teach very important lesson for all of us, that no matter whatever situation, how much it may be inauspicious, unlucky, unfortunate, whatever. But if somebody takes shelter of Lord's chanting of Lord's holy names, and that situation gets transformed to most auspicious situation. Most auspicious situation. Lunar eclipse is the most inauspicious situation according to Vedic culture. But Lord chose that opportunity and made all the people chant and transformed into most auspicious time. And he chose that time to appear from the womb of Sachi. And immediately all the demigods from the heaven, they started coming, disguised themselves as human beings, bringing lot of gifts for Nima, for this child. And people were wondering, who are these people, from where they were coming? We never saw them in our life till now in Navadvipa. How they came to know that this child took birth, from where they are coming? They were surprised. They are coming, giving opulent gifts unfound in earth. Yes. And eventually Advaitacharya's wife, Sita Thakurani, she comes with the gifts and comes to give Sachimata, blesses the child, and eventually Nilambar Chakravarti is invited. He was asked to find out the future prediction of this child. And Nilambar Chakravarti, he tells that this child is very special. He is great, he is none other than expansion of Lord Narayan. And he can become a great king. But he also saw that this child eventually is going to take sannyas. But he doesn't disclose the truth because it will break the hearts of the parents. But he understood that he is going to create a revolution. This child is going to create a revolution after taking sannyas. But that secret he did not tell to the parents. And eventually name giving ceremony was performed because just before these two children, Vishwarup and this child, so 8 daughters passed away. Yes. And they were worried, parents. So they wanted to give special name to this child so that this child will remain alive for a long time. And because this child took birth under a neem tree, so Dandama Chakravarti gave him the name Nimai. And this child is going to be the maintainer of the whole universe. And how is going to maintain? Not just material maintenance, but maintaining the soul through the chanting of the holy names. And that's why he was given the name Vishwambar. Vishwambar. Vishwarup is elder brother, Vishwambar is younger, because he's going to maintain the whole universe. And every part, every limb of his body is so beautiful, like golden complexion. And he was given the name Gauranga. So like that, many names were given. And as a child, child generally what he does? 3 things. He eats, he sleeps, and whenever he is awake, he cries. And Nimai playing the role of an ordinary child. Whenever he is awake, he eats and goes to sleep. Whenever he is awake, if he is not eating, he is crying. And whenever he starts crying, So people, his mother, father and the neighbors around, they tried different means to make him stop crying. But none worked. And finally, they were helpless. And they came together and just clapping, they started chanting loudly, Hari Hari, Hari Hari. And just by clapping and chanting the names of Hari Hari, this boy stopped crying. They were shocked. Arey, we gave so many other items to eat, so many other items to play, but this child was not stopping crying. But just by chanting the names of Hari, he stops crying. So they understood the technique. Whenever this child cries, what they do? They were doing loudly also. And because they were chanting Hari Hari again and again, so he was given the name Gaurahari. 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 Because his complexion was golden and he stops crying only. People chant Hari. He was given the name Gaurahari. And the number of pastimes he performed as a child is unlimited. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami tells that even Anantasesh with his millions of hoods cannot describe the pastimes. Small baby Nimai he performs. So many pastimes he performs. And it was a feast for the eyes of Navadvipas, especially his mother and father, to see him again and again. Yes, we discussed some pastimes, few pastimes, because there are unlimited pastimes. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Vrindavan Das Thakur describes so many pastimes, chapter after chapter after chapter, the childhood pastimes of Nimai. Yes, and Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami doesn't describe much because he feels that Vrindavan Das Thakur already explained them, so why to again repeat it? So Vrindavan Das Thakur describes so many pastimes of Nimai. So when he was a child playing in the courtyard, one day one snake, very black snake, cover comes. And Nimai, he sees the snake and then he doesn't know who is that snake. And then he just goes and starts playing with the snake. And the snake immediately crawls around and this Nimai, he dares to goes and sleeps on the body of that snake. And when the what more dangerous situation is for the parents who see the child sleeping on a venomous snake. And they also could not do anything because if they go near, the snake may harm the child or parents. So they could not do anything. So they immediately chanted loudly, Garuda, Garuda. Because Garuda is the anti-venom for the snake. So when this snake heard the parents chanting Garuda, Garuda, so the snake was not an ordinary snake. That snake was actually Anantasesh, all the way coming from Vaikuntha to perform some pastime with Nimai. And that Anantasesh understood that parents are in anxiety. So he wanted to slither away, go back. But Nimai was so naughty, he is going behind the snake and catching its tail and bringing back. So then parents came ahead and then they pulled the child and took away. And Vrindavan Das Thakur gives the benediction that whoever hears this pastime with faith, that Nimai playing with the snake, will not be bitten by the snake of repeated cycle of birth and death. So this is just by hearing this pastime of Nimai playing with the snake. Another day he was playing in the courtyard and two thieves come. And Nimai was dressed with so much of ornaments and very costly ornaments. And when the thieves saw that this child was playing alone, nobody is there around, and having lot of ornaments, valuable ornaments, they develop a desire. Okay, let us steal them. So immediately they show some sweetmeats to Nimai. He gets attracted, and immediately they take him on their back, and then go for a ride, Navadvipa ride, on their back. And while they were taking him on their back, so they were telling nice stories, making him laugh, smile, giving some sweetmeats. The whole plan is that they take him somewhere hidden place where nobody is watching, and then steal all the ornaments and keep the child there only and go back to their homes. Nimai is Paramatma in the heart of the thieves. Will he not know what is their plan? So they thought certain place we will go to steal them, but Nimai bewilders them so much that they go round and round and bring Nimai back to the original home only. And here parents were in so much anxiety. Where did Nimai go? Where did Nimai go? Where he went? And when parents see that no, Nimai is brought by these two, they don't know that they are thieves. So when the two people, they were bringing Nimai, they thought, okay, Nimai is playing around, they went somewhere. And these two people found and bringing him back. And they wanted to honor them by giving some reciprocation, remuneration. But they were wondering, how come we came here? Because we wanted to go to some hideout place. How come we came back here only original place? They were very much afraid. So they quickly keep Nimai back and they run away. And parents were running behind them. But they ran away. They understood that, no, we cannot. So and like this, Nimai bewilders these thieves and comes back to the place. So it's another pastime. What a great fortune that they got to feed directly Supreme Personality of God. Vrindavan Das Thakur tells that their fortune is unlimited. But they were unfortunate that they were not knowing their fortune. They were not knowing whom they are feeding. So like that, so many pastimes Nimai was performed. So one day, he started eating dirt just outside the home. And Sachimata comes and chastises Nimai. Hey Nimai, why are you eating dirt? I am making so much sandesh, so much rasgulla, so much sweet meats. Why you are eating dirt? And Nimai starts speaking, Mataji, what is the difference between sandesh and dirt? Both come from dirt only. Both come from earth only. What is the problem? Everything is one. So in that way, Nimai speaks Mayavad philosophy. And Sachimata, the simple Bengali village girl, woman, she refutes the philosophy. She tells Nimai, how come you are telling like that? When you eat sandesh, you will become nourished. But when you eat dirt, you will fall sick. So how both are one? They are not one. Both are different. And he becomes very happy. And from the very childhood, so he was again, one more thing he was doing is defeating Mayavad philosophy. And Nimai tells Sachimata that, Mataji, thank you so much for teaching this philosophy. Now I will give up dirt and I will drink milk from your breast. So immediately jumps on the lap of Mother Sachi and starts drinking Sachi's milk. And she becomes very happy. And another day, one Brahmana comes to him, to his house, Jagannath Mishra's house. This Brahmana is very special because he does not eat anything outside. Wherever he goes, so he has his one saligram shila hanging around his neck always. And wherever he goes, he cooks, if he gets some items to cook, he cooks and offers and then takes. If not, only fruits and vegetables, that only he offers and takes. So when Jagannath Mishra sees that this Brahmana is coming to his home, he becomes so happy. He invites them with so much of respect and honor and offers that, no, please, this whole kitchen is yours. So please cook whatever you want to cook and offer to your Gopal deity and then please accept it in our home. Please give us the great fortune. So the Brahmana becomes very happy. So he starts cooking and he makes many items and offers to Gopal deity and he was chanting the offering prayers. Suddenly Nimai from nowhere, he comes inside that altar, puja room. And when the Brahmana is closing his eyes and chanting Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Go Brahmanya Hitaya, and he opens his eyes, he sees that Nimai is eating all the items cooked. And this Brahmana was completely bewildered. He gets shocked. And in the shocking state, he shouts loudly, Hi, hi! And Jagannath Mishra comes running. What happened? And he sees that Nimai is eating the items. So Jagannath Mishra becomes very angry. So he takes Nimai out and starts scolding him and chastising him. And Brahmana tells he's just a child. He does not know what is offering and all. So leave him. Maybe Gopal wants me to be happy with vegetables and fruits. That's it. So please arrange for those fruits. I'm happy with that. So Jagannath Mishra feels very unhappy. No, you have come to our house. You are our guest. So how can we allow you to go hungry? So please cook once again. We'll wash again and we'll arrange all the items. So you please cook. So not able to deny Jagannath Mishra's request, he again agrees. Again cooks. When the time for offering comes. So again he closes his eyes and starts offering mantras. Again Nimai from nowhere, he enters and starts eating. And when he opens his eyes, he chants. And again Jagannath Mishra comes running. And then he becomes wild this time, about to beat Nimai. Again, this Brahmana comes and tells, no, no, don't beat him. He's just a child. He's ignorant. Oh, maybe Gopal wants me to eat only fruits and roots. Please arrange for that. Janana Mishra requests so many times. But the Brahmana doesn't agree. And that time, Vishwarupa enters. And then he personally requests this Brahmana. And when this Brahmana sees Vishwarup, it's so much beautiful and requesting so humbly. He asks, who is this boy? From where he has come? So beautiful and so humble, with all good qualities. Who is he? And then Janana is my elder son. Then so he requests. So on his request, he agrees. Okay, third time I will cook again. Jagannath Mishra, he tells the Sachimata, take this Nimaya out and keep in neighbor's home and make him sleep there, or no, engage him somewhere so that no, he will not come back again here. Again, no, here he cooks. It becomes almost midnight, and then he cooks again, and then no, arranges for offering and starts offering. And there he was playing with the woman there, neighbors, and neighbors were teasing Nimai. Nimai, why you are son of Brahmana? Why? We don't know who is that Brahmana, from where he is coming. So why you are eating from that unknown person's hands? You should not eat it. It will spoil your caste. And then Nimai smilingly he tells, oh, I am not a Brahmana. I am actually cowherd boy. I used to eat like that. But they were not understanding. And here when the offering time comes, Nimai understood. Again his offering is going on. And this time Nimai, he puts everybody into Yogamaya. Yogamaya puts all of them into sleep. When the right time comes for offering, he rings his bell, and Nimai comes running and starts eating. And when he opens this side, this time also, he shouts loudly, hi, hi. And Nimai becomes angry, mildly. He tells, why you are unhappy? Because every time you are only calling me, and when I come to accept your offerings, why you are shouting like this? And this Brahmana doesn't understand what I am calling you. And that time, the entire Jagannath Mishra's kitchen gets transformed into Vrindavan. And where parrots are cooing, and cows were moving, and the whole Vrindavan, blissful Vrindavan forest scene gets manifested in the kitchen of Jagannath Mishra. And then this Nimai gets transformed into Gopal, having 8 hands. Not 1, not 2, 8 hands, where 4 hands is holding Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, and 2 hands is holding flute, and remaining 2 hands is eating butter. And when this Brahmana sees that this Nimai, his child, is none other than his worshipable Gopal, he becomes so ecstatic that he falls flat of obeisances to Gopal and offers wonderful prayers. And then Gopal speaks to him. He tells that Lord speaks to him that you are actually my devotee, birth after birth after birth. So now, no, I am disappearing. And then again the whole Vrindavan scene disappears. He becomes Nimai. And then after that, this devotee, this Brahmana, becomes ecstatic that practically is rolling on the ground and eating every grain what Nimai touched to his lotus lips. And then Nimai runs away. And then he's shouting, and in ecstasy, he was rolling on the ground, chanting, Gopal, Gopal, Gopal. And all the family members, they get up and they come and see that everything is okay, offering successful this time. Yes, offering was very much successful. And that Brahmana wanted to tell that your son is none other than Supreme Personality of Godhead. But Nimai warned him already, please don't do that. Cannot do that. And that Brahmana, from that time, he never left Mayapur, Navadvipa. Every day he used to come to Sachimata's house and witness the pastimes of Nimai. And eventually Nimai, he grows up, he starts going to school. He accepts Gangadas Pandit as his teacher, who is none other than Sandipani Muni. And then he starts learning grammar, Vyakaran, all these things, becomes a mundane scholar. In a very short time, he learns all the rules of the grammar and becomes very expert. And not only becomes expert in scholar, he also becomes expert in grammar. He also becomes expert in logic, and starts defeating anybody and everybody who comes in front of him. And then there were Mukunda, Gadadhar, they were very good friends of equal age of Nimai. And one day Mukunda was going, So Nimai calls Mukunda, hey Mukunda, come here. And then he puts forward an argument. He tells, okay, now defeat this argument. And Mukunda also, no, he's a good scholar, he's a great scholar. He defeats the argument. And Nimai is so great scholar that he defeats Mukunda's argument and establishes the original statement. Now you defeat this. Again Mukunda defeats that. Again Nimai defeats that one. And he was going on and on. And Mukunda understands, now I cannot do anything more now. And next day Mukunda was going, again coming, and Nimai was coming in this direction, Mukunda was coming in that direction. And as soon as Mukunda sees Nimai, he starts running away. And Nimai shouts, Mukunda, where are you going? And Mukunda says, I am very urgent work, I am going there. And Nimai shouts, Mukunda, I know why you are running away. But wait and see, one day I will become such a wonderful devotee that all of you Navadvipasis want to take my association. So much so that even Brahma and Shiva, they also want to come and be in my association. But Mukunda could not understand, he runs away. And same thing he does with Gadadhar Pandit also. And Gadadhar Pandit understands, if I argue with Nimai, no, there is no end only. And he goes away. And Nimai tells Gadadhar, I will become such a wonderful Vaishnava that you never want to leave my association. And all Vaishnavas were literally praying that Nimai is so beautiful, so amazingly attractive. But if only he becomes a devotee, how nice it will be. So all the devotees, they were praying that Nimai should become a devotee. So that time only Ishwar Puri, he comes. He's a great disciple of Madhavendra Puri. So he comes, but he doesn't come as showing that he is Ishwar Puri. He comes in a very unassuming way. Nobody knows that he was great Ishwar Puri. So when Mukunda sings one wonderful sloka from Srimad Bhagavatam, so Ishwar Puri, unknowingly, uncontrollably, he exhibits all the ecstatic symptoms. And devotees were shocked. Who is this great personality who is exhibiting ecstasy? And they ask him, who are you? They tell Ishwar Puri. They understand this must be Ishwar Puri because the ecstasies can be exhibited only by those who are connected to Madhavendra Puri. And they immediately receive him with great honor and respect and sit from him and hear him, all those things. And Gadadhar Pandit also comes to hear from Ishwar Puri. And eventually, Ishwar Puri hears about Nimai, great scholar. And one day, Ishwar Puri was passing in one direction, Nimai comes in another direction. And Ishwar Puri gets attracted unknowingly to Nimai. He asks, who are you? I am Nimai. Oh, you are the great Nimai. I heard about you. Okay, I wrote one book, Sri Krishna Leelamrut. Can you please edit this book and give me? And Nimai, he knows that he is going to be his future spiritual master. So he tells, I cannot edit this book because you are pure devotee. And whatever pure devotee writes, even there are apparent mistakes, there are not mistakes because Krishna accepts the devotion. So there will be no mistakes in our book. But still Ishwar Puri insists, no, please still you try it because for the outside people it will be nice to edit that book. So Nimai accepts the service. And then he finds one small mistake and next day comes and tells, this is the mistake it is. And then Ishwar Puri tells, okay, give me some time, I'll think about it. And again next day when Ishwar Puri meets Nimai, he tells, oh Nimai, I thought about your correction, editing. But actually what I wrote is only right. What you told is wrong. And Nimai, who is the expert scholar who just defeated few days back Keshav Kashmiri, Nimai does not speak one word. He accepts it. Because he's a Vaishnava, going to be Guru, he surrenders. Yes, you are right. And eventually Ishwar Puri goes back, and when Nimai goes to Gaya to perform oblations for his departed father, so then Nimai, he meets Ishwar Puri there. And Nimai surrenders to Ishwar Puri and tells, my dear Gurudev, please give me initiation. Without devotion to Krishna, without connection to spiritual master, Vaishnava, our life is useless. So please accept me as your disciple and give me holy names. And Ishwar Puri tells, why, what to speak of holy names? I give my life to you. You are my life. I'll give my life to you. And then Ishwar Puri initiates Nimai into the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. And Nimai starts chanting that mantra, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and comes back to Navadvipa. And then he starts chanting and exhibits all the ecstatic symptoms. And all the devotees in Nimai, in Navadvipa were shocked. When Srivas Thakur gets the news that Nimai has become a Vaishnava, so Srivas Thakur becomes so happy, he announces, now the family of Vaishnavas will expand unlimitedly. And then eventually all the devotees in Navadvip, they come more and more in the to the house of Jagannath Mishra and spend lot of time with with Nimai at that time. Nimai. And one day Nimai tells, so we are chanting and dancing whole day, but we are sleeping whole night. So why? We are wasting almost 6 hours sleeping. So from today onwards, we will chant and dance even in night time also. And all devotees chanted loudly, Hariyo! And they were so happy. And from that day onwards, morning and night also, they were kirtans in Srivas Thakur's house. And in the night kirtan especially, nobody is allowed. Only very, very intimate devotees, associates of Nimai were allowed, like Srivas Thakur, Advaitacharya, Gadadhar Pandit, they were only allowed. Not everybody and anybody is allowed. And other Navadvipas, they heard about that dancing, but they are not allowed. They were eager, they were praying that when will we get to see the dancing of Nimai? But they were not allowed. So we know that the famous pastime of milk drinking brahmachari, somehow he sneaks inside, and then Nimai, shouts and chastises him and corrects him that by austerity, by anything other than bhakti, we cannot realize Krishna. The only way to realize, understand Krishna is bhakti, none other than that. And this brahmachari was grateful, and then eventually is accepted in their circle. But all of these verses, they were praying that when will we get to see Nimai's dancing? And Nimai, once again, he creates a wonderful dramatic scene by which his Harinam Sankirtan will be brought out, where every Navadvipvasi, they can get to see Nimai's dancing. And that the whole area was ruled by Chand Kazi, who was the governor of the entire area. And he was a Muslim. And he ordered that there will be no Hindu ritual performed publicly. And he had all the hundreds and thousands of soldiers going around in every street of Navadvip. That if any public performance was found, they were beaten, they were arrested, their property was plundered, and they were troubled and tortured like anything. But Nimai, after becoming a devotee, he told all the devotees, now we should chant Mahamantra. And not only chant in the home, you come together, 4 or 5 of you come together, and go in the streets and chant. And more people can come, more can chant. Like that. And one day Chand Kazi was passing in the street, and he found that these kirtans were publicly getting performed. And Chand Kazi becomes very angry. When these Hindus got so much of courage that they started doing these Hindu rituals publicly, they become so angry, they went to the one kirtan party, takes one mridanga and beats and breaks, drops on the ground and breaks. And he tells, from today onwards, if any Hindus perform any kirtan publicly, they will be arrested and tortured like that. And all Hindus, devotees become very much fearful, disturbed, and they went and immediately complained to Nimai. So Nimai becomes very angry. Then tells, who is that causing? Who can stop the Harinam Sankirtan? So today, all of us will light the torches, and all of us will go and march to Chand Kazi's home, and then we'll teach him a lesson. So all devotees become very jubilant. So all devotees started making the torches, the flames, and so many, practically everybody in Navadvip, they are making these torches. And the night time came, the sun set. At exactly the same time, simultaneously, all these torches were lit. And people were not knowing whether it is day or night. So Navadvip was so brightened. And all were waiting for Nimai. When Nimai comes out of the house, he calls his devotees, intimate devotees. He tells Advaitacharya, Haridas Thakur, you go in front of the people and start dancing and chanting holy names. And Nityanand Prabhu is none other than my life. So I cannot be away from Nitai. So me and Nitai will dance together. And there were literally thousands and thousands of people gathered in front of Nimai's house, getting ready to march to Chand Kazi's house. And taking advantage of this opportunity, demigods joined. All 33 million demigods, they also joined. How can we miss this opportunity? Nimai, this is the first public dancing of Nimai in this Kali Yuga. How can they miss it? So all the Navadvipas were there, millions of demigods were there. Practically the number was countless. And Vrindavan Das Thakur tells, if somebody does not believe this number, he is not a human being. And all of them tumultuously chanting Hare Krishna mantra. And Nimaya and Nitaya in the backside, they were dancing. And thieves, when they saw that, such a wonderful opportunity, that all the Navadvipasis, they left their homes and on the streets chanting, this is a great opportunity for us. Overnight we can become billionaires. And when they entered inside, and they got to, when they got to hear Harinama Sankirtan, and they forgot that they were thieves, and they also joined Kirtan party, and they forgot to enter and plunder the houses. And they were chanting Hare Krishna mantra, and apart from chanting, they were also chanting loudly, kill the Qazi, burn the Qazi. When Qazi heard that, he sends his soldiers first to go and see what is happening. Maybe some marriage is happening, it seems. When soldiers go on nearby and see, they try to stop the Kirtan. But immediately what happened? Their beard started burning. Their hair started burning and they become afraid. And they also start chanting without their knowledge, Hari Hari, Hari Hari, Hari Hari. I went and go and report Chand Kazi. Chand Kazi happened, what happened? Hari Hari. What happened? Hari Hari. They could not tell anything. And eventually the whole party, marching party, they entered Chand Kazi's home and they started destroying the garden of Chand Kazi. And eventually Nimai and Chand Kazi, they come face to face. Nimai asked Chand Kazi, where were you? I am a guest in your house. Why you are here hiding? And a lot of conversation happens. And eventually Nimai convinces Chand Kazi that accept this Kirtan. And Chand Kazi agrees and declares the announcement that from now onwards, this public Harinam Sankirtan will not be disturbed by any of our community people. He declares, he gives a declaration. And from then on, till now, there was no opposition to Harinam Sankirtan in Navadvipa. And this is just one insignificant drop of the ocean of pastimes that Nimai performed in Navadvipa. What to speak of after he takes sannyas, after traveling all over the India, and after he comes back to Puri and settles, so many amazing pastimes were performed. So that's why with this sloka which we recited today, Sei Panchatattva Mili Prithvi Asiyam Purva Prema Bhandadara Mudra Ugadiyam Panche Mili Lute Prema Kare Aswadana Yata Yata Piye Trishna Bhade Anukshana. So this is what this Panchatatva has done. They opened, in fact, literally they broke open the storehouse of Krishna Prema, which is locked for so many millenniums, so many yugas, so many days and years of Brahma. They opened it. And they were distributing this Krishna Prema free of cost. And the process of distributing is through the process of Harinam Sankirtan. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So through this process of Nam Sankirtan, Nimai and Panchatattva, Mahaprabhu was distributing this Krishna Prema, which is so rare even to Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. And we are so fortunate that we are given this opportunity to access this Krishna Prema, to accept this Krishna Prema, and experience this Krishna Prema, and eventually to become instruments to share to others this Krishna Prema. So this is causeless mercy God is offering to all of us. Let us accept this. Gaur Purnima may be ending by today. Yes, this year's Gaur Purnima may be ending by today. It's ending. Yeah. Jagannath Mishra feast today. Just like during Janmashtami, Krishna appears in night time, and next day is called as Nandotsav. And similarly, Mahaprabhu appears in the evening, and today is Jagannath Mishra feast because of one day after they had feast. So officially Gaur Purnima may be ending today, but unofficially Gaur Purnima continues throughout our life. Every day is Gaur Purnima when we go through these nectarian pastimes, isn't it? Not that we have to wait for Gaur Purnima every year to discuss pastimes of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So we can make every day Gaur Purnima by at least reading one page, one sloka from Chaitanya Charitamrita, and celebrating Gaur Purnima every day. And Srila Prabhupada is so kind, so merciful that he painstakingly translated this Chaitanya Charitamrita. He stopped his Bhagavatam translation in between and took up this Chaitanya Charitamrita translation. And we are grateful to Srila Prabhupada for giving Chaitanya Charitamrita, and we are grateful to Prabhupada's disciples who did a massive project of completing, publishing Chaitanya Charitamrita, matter of 2 months to give all of us. So they have done their part. Srila Prabhupada did his part, Krishna Gauranga Goswami done his part, Vrindavan Das Thakur has done his part, and Prabhupada disciples has done their part. So much that Chaitanya Charitamrita is available at our doorstep. You have to just purchase it, and there is discount also given in Gaur Purnima celebration. You have to just purchase it and start reading it. Even if you read one sloka every day, one sloka, and translation purport, if it's Chaitanya Charitamrita, you will experience Gaur Purnima every day. So let us, let the Gaur Purnima not end by today. Let it continue every day, and it's in our hands. Thank you very much. Shri Gaur Purnima Mahamahotsav ki, Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki, Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki, Jagannath Mishra Mahamahotsav ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna.